Hello there viewers, what's up? It is Ben129 and today I'm speaking a little bit quieter while I'm trying to do a voiceover because there are people home. It's my siblings because they came back from school because they did exams and they have a friend over, so I'm trying to record this because I want to get it up when I want to get it up. Anyway, so today I'm back in The Sims 4. My neck is killing me. Ow. Anyways, I'm back in The Sims 4. I am doing a speed build. I'm doing a speed build of a very, very cursed house. And when I mean very cursed, I mean very cursed. It is one of the oddest buildings I have ever done. I don't, why did I do this? My nose is itchy. This is probably one of the cursed builds I have ever done, and I do pretty normal builds. Do I do normal builds? What the heck do I do? I think I do normal builds. I do abandoned ones sometimes, once in a while, like. But yeah, this one was kind of how do I explain this one? This house, I was watching a video of another simmer, and they had said, hey, build me a cursed place. So I built them a cursed place. I didn't build them specifically, but I built a cursed place where anybody can, so that way anybody can enjoy. I can't speak English today. I'm so sorry. It's a Tuesday, it's my off day, and there are people home, and I'm trying to make sure their voice aren't in the video, because background noise. So if you do hear voices, that's what's happening there. So, the inspiration for this house is the Winchester abode. If you don't know anything about the Winchester house, it is essentially a big giant building that was built very weirdly to keep ghosts away from the owner of the house. What's her name? I think it was Sarah Winchester, who got the house built in such a way. Was it Sarah Winchester? Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, Sarah Winchester. So, Sarah Winchester was essentially a widow firearm manufacturer. She was married to a guy who made guns. The Winchester brand of the weapon, if you know what that is. If you've seen what it looks like, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is kind of what the house was inspired by. It's just, doors leading into nowhere. There's a stairwell that will lead to somewhere, but it's in a weird spot. I didn't realize that until I kind of looked up and I went, oh, okay, so that's why there's like a little, like, room area where you have to kind of go through, and I fixed that a little bit because it wasn't making sense to me. So, but this house doesn't make sense, so why am I trying to justify it? Anyways, this is kind of like what not inspired me, but this is kind of like what the intent of the build is. It's supposed to be like the Winchester house. But, excuse me. So I had fun building this. This was probably one of the biggest builds this wasn't one of the biggest builds I've done. The biggest one was the abandoned prison. That one's the big one I did. But anyways, I also built this in Glimmerbrook. If you guys don't know, that's the one that came from Realm of Magic. I got that one too. So I built this in Glimmerbrook because if you've seen houses in Glimmerbrook, it makes sense to build in there because it's kind of a weird place too. I also could have built it in Strangerville. I was thinking of Strangerville, but I didn't, so we're in Glimmerbrook. So this is a very cursed build, I personally think. People might not think it's cursed, people might think otherwise, but I think it's a cursed build. We're getting to like making all the rooms and stuff like that, and figuring out where stuff goes. If you saw upstairs, there is a bathroom that's like cut in two ways of a bedroom and another bedroom. So in order to get to that bathroom, you need to go into the first bedroom. In order to get to the bedroom, the kids' bedroom as I call it, you need to go through the bathroom in order to get there, and you're walking through the parents' bedroom, so that's fun. I also built a very weird shaped pool. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me. What is it? It kind of reminds me of what is it? A person. I forget what it's called, but it kind of reminds me of that. I like the chocolate lines. There we go. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know why it does, but it does. It's very odd, you know, weird shape, weird coloring, all that. Anyways, I also have a basement and there is an upstairs. This has like, I think 5 or 6 bedrooms. Well, one of them doesn't technically count as a bedroom, but it's about 5 or 6, and I think about 3 bathrooms. But then again, one of them doesn't really count. I forget what I put, how many rooms are in. But yeah, there's a basement, there's the main floor, there's the second floor, and then there's like the attic, essentially. The attic is kind of like a 2-kid bedroom, and one has a nursery, and the nursery is in a weird spot. There's one bedroom that has like like 2 ways to get to the balcony. There's one that only has 1 way. Yeah, it's an odd building. Also, like, the entrance is in a weird spot, so you think you would go in through 1 way, but in actuality it's the other way. I also try to put a gate in the build. For some odd reason, I couldn't find it, and then when I was finished with the build, I found out where the gate was. It was somehow floating above everything, so that's why it was missing from the build. Because you can see, there's supposed to be a gate there, but there's no gate. So, yeah, I really had fun with this build. This was actually really, really fun, and I did enjoy it. So hopefully you guys can see this when I want you to see it. So yeah, I also built this before the new pack came out, so I also got the new pack. Cost me a lot. It didn't cost me a whole lot, but it was I usually like to buy packs when they're on sale because they're at a pretty good price, but I bought this one like full price. Should I have done that? Probably not, but I did. We're now at the basement. The basement is a maze. I don't know why I built the basement as a maze, but when I'm looking at it now, it kind of reminds me of the back rooms a little bit, because if anybody's seen the back rooms are essentially like this big giant maze with weird lighting and weird flooring and all that, and I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of that. Even though I didn't use it, I should have used the colors. Oh, that would have been such a cool thing to do, but I didn't do it. That's fine though. In the basement, there's like, you know, there are like objects in there that you can use. Well, you can't really use the bed. I tried using it. It doesn't work. You can get to the bed, but you can't use the bed. Yawning. But there is a shower, there is a toilet, sink, there's other objects, like there's gonna be a computer and bookshelf and all that. The lighting is very odd for the place as well. Every room and stuff has a different light as well that doesn't match the room. That's kind of the whole point of the cursed build. But yeah, I also, when I built like the basement for the lighting, I wanted to make sure the lights didn't illuminate that much, and that it only illuminates certain areas, so there's still dark spots. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of building a maze. I should build more mazes in The Sims. Maybe I do that for like a Halloween thing. Oh my god. I know it's only it's not summer. Yes, it is. It is summer. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter. I don't typically look at Twitter. I just hit my microphone. Ay. I want to get supper in a few minutes. Supper? Lunch. It's 12. What time? It's 12:18 as I'm recording this. I put mannequins in the basement. Did you guys see that? Look, mannequins. There's mannequins all strewn out of place. I try to put more mannequins, but you can only have 10 mannequins on a lot, which I think is stupid. Because I personally think you should be able to put mannequins, a lot more mannequins on a residential lot than, like, in the store it makes sense, but on like a home, you should be able to have more mannequins. My personal opinion, even though I know there are people that hate mannequins. The mannequins are pretty spooky. We get to the living room now. Living room, I don't know what I was doing for the living room. I was trying to make it so it's like not very nice. Like there's the furniture's kind of crooked. There's a giant stain on the floor, and the carpet is kind of like covering it. The bookshelves are there. One bookshelf is like kind of like clipped into like the fireplace. Then for the kitchen, so I try to find like regular cabinets for the kitchen, but then I try to like rotate them so that way it's kind of like in a weird spot. I rotated the fridge, and then it gets a regular table and chairs. I mean, they don't match, but it's a regular table and chairs. And then yeah, not much happened with the kitchen. I couldn't do much. I really couldn't do much with the kitchen, because usually with kitchens I like to put a lot more stuff. I like to put a lot more details in the kitchen to make it a kitchen, but I didn't. And as you can see, in order to get to the kitchen, you need to go through the bathroom again. Imagine that, if there was an actual house built like that, where in order to get to one place, you gotta go through this place. Like, in order to get to the kitchen, you have to go through the bathroom to something else. Like, great. The outside is all the same. I didn't make the outside like different colors. The roof and the like outer stuff is all the same. Fun. Did I change? I don't think oh no, I did. Did I change it to the roof color like that? I don't remember. It's like from the cottage living? Cottage living, that's what it is. I also have that pack too. I love it so much. I love farming. I love countryside. Even though I don't live in the countryside. I also realized with the stairs that like lead upwards, like that was kind of like the mistake stairs that I'm gonna call them. I realized that it was blocking the entrance to get to the basement, so you couldn't get to the basement originally. But then I changed it, so now you can get to the basement. Aren't I a smart chickie? I'm gonna fix there. No, not too far. Sorry, I'm watching the video as I'm doing the voiceover, so that way I know what I'm talking about. I know how much time I have left. I haven't done a voiceover in a long time. That's a lie. I have done voiceovers, but I haven't done one like this in a long time, because I haven't done Sims content in a while. What was the last Sims video I did? I think it was the 100 Baby Challenge one. I still haven't completed that. I'm still on my first air, but I'm hoping to get back into it. I might get back into it at a later point, but I think I'm gonna just start recording instead of live streaming, because I did live stream a lot of my content there. But I don't know if I want to switch over to YouTube and stream, or if I want to still be on Twitch. I haven't decided, so maybe some of the 100 Baby Challenge stuff will be recorded from now on. Haven't really decided. I just haven't had time to do a lot of stuff because of work. I work a regular 9 to 5 job. It's not really 9 to 5 anymore. It's like an 8-hour job, basically. Anyways, yeah. So the build's going great. I added a random cauldron at some point, and as you can see right now, the bedroom that I'm doing is like I kind of think I made it into like kind of like a teen bedroom, not so much for kids. And then in order to get to that bedroom, you had to go through the parents' bedroom. I don't know why, but I wanted to add a very big bar into the parents' bedroom, but I couldn't add it. I did add a bar into it. It's a tiny one, but it's still a bar. That's totally fine. I don't know how to do this anymore because it's been a while. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. My head hurts slightly because this is my second time recording. Not my first. I'm checking Twitter. I don't usually go on Twitter. I stopped kind of going on Twitter. Ooh. Sorry, I was okay, that makes more sense. I don't know what was going on there. Ay. Anyways, get all that stuff. Yeah, so this house was kind of like the Winchester house kind of inspired. A little bit of back rooms, but that was a little bit later. It's just a mix and match. It is up on the gallery. On the gallery, if you guys want to download it for whatever reason. I don't know why you would want to download this. I mentioned it's in Glimmerbrook, right? Because the builds there are kind of suspicious. Now we get to the very, very top of the house, which is the 2 bedrooms and the nursery. I put the nursery in that very long hallway because, like, makes sense. I was also trying to find spots for the beds and try to make the beds odd and random. I didn't want to put one bed, like, in that little... I was planning on putting in that little corner there where the dresser goes, but I knew that wouldn't work because nobody could be able to get to the bed. Even though if your bed was like that, you could get to your bed. I know that for a fact. Okay? Not really. My bedroom's not built weirdly. It's not built different. I am, though. Yeah, the build is like kind of coming close. I got a couple more minutes before it ends, but at one point, like, I was ready to like put it up into the gallery until I went, this is not fully finished. I need to put more random stuff in here, so I did at some point in time. You'll see in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I really did have fun with this build. I hope you guys did enjoy me doing this. I haven't done Sims content in a while. If you guys want more, I plan on doing another one. But it's a little different. Oh, back to the outside for a second. Food! Anyways, back to what I was saying about the outside. I wanted to build a deck, but I couldn't, like, make it connected to the house and then level out the house. What I did is I used platforms to make it as like a deck. I didn't want to make it too big because, you know, I want to make sure people can get to the deck so that way they can get their food and stuff. But what I also did is I put 2 ladders instead of 1 ladder, but in the weird shaped pool. Why did I build the pool like that? I don't know. I just put a little more stuff in the deck. There wasn't that much because it's not like a full out flesh deck. It just has grills and stuff on it. Now we're getting close to the point where I add all the stuff. There's like nomad specs, there's vampires, there's the island thing from mermaids. I call it the cursed house, and I started running on a description for it. And then I realized, oh wait, I need to add more stuff. Yeah, anyways, what was I saying? I forget. Anyways, back to the build. I added more hidden bookshelves that lead into nowhere, that kind of lead into the outside where you can fall to your death if you wanted to. There was one that led into, I think, the stairwell. There was a couple that led in. It was just like in different areas. And then I tried to put more mannequins in, and then I realized I couldn't put more mannequins in. I think you should be able to put more mannequins in. I also put in aquariums and a boat and a jet ski outside. I put treadmills and stuff out in random areas. Yeah, it was a mess, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want more content like this, let me know in the comments, maybe by liking and sharing. And yeah, I plan on doing more content, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!